Happy Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. So, World Cup is over. And if your team you were rooting for didn't make it, sorry. If your team you were rooting for made it, congratulations. For all the people who not let Messi where that is there. For those who were supporting Spain in protest of Argentina seeming like how they can say they fought racism, well, thank you, Dale. Anyway, World Cup is over and I hope everybody had a good weekend. Today's chat is going to just touch a little bit on being prepared. You know, many times we are looking for opportunities. We say we're praying. And sometimes the opportunity will come and you're not prepared. You know, people can say luck. Luck is preparedness meeting opportunity. And most times or sometimes we are not prepared for the luck and the blessing that we're paying for. Or sometimes the blessing and the luck that we're looking for can already be in our hand and we don't see it. Or we're not even ready for it. So I give you an example. Recently, I've been looking to hire an assistant. And so for the last couple of weeks, I've been, asking in my personal network for recommendations for a personal assistant. Now, it's not something I want to publicly advertise because I know this is somebody who's going to be very close to me and working with me and being very involved with my life. And so I wanted to make sure that whoever comes to work for me will be somebody that has been recommended by somebody else, who they have sort of vetted, knowing who I am, because the people who I reach out to know me and know my work ethics. And so when you're recommending somebody to me, it has to be somebody who able to work with Brenda, because Brenda generator, solar generator. Anyway, I had a situation 3 different times where each of the people that came to me, the first guy that came, put him in a car and I said, let's go. The first test there, right there, let's go. I took a picture of his driver's license and I said, let's go. We'll be doing the interview as we're driving. The young man could not even take the car from my yard. He said he has been driving before. And I said, okay, if you have been driving, let's go. Let's take the car. And that day, I was driving the stick shift car. He could not move the car. So he said, you get automatic car? I said, oh, no, even if I get automatic car, one of the cars you'll be driving for me. So his opportunity did not meet his preparedness. So guess what? He didn't get a job. The second person came and he could drive. He told me he had his license. Now that morning, I was a little distracted. So when he said he had his license, I did not verify. I said, okay. He said, but the license expired a few days ago. Now, it's on me because I did not verify that he had the license. Because he said, oh, it just expired when the month was ending. So I said, okay, if it's just a few days, we can always try to work on the renewal this week. No problem. Let's go. In 2-3 days, we can always negotiate with the police and we'll see them and say, we're in the process of getting the renewal. 2-3 days, no problem. My mistake was, again, I did not verify. We reached that area, then the guy said, oh, but we can't pass here. So I said, what do you mean we can't pass here? He said, oh, the police there. I said, no, boy, police there, so let's pass there. Well, the issue, if we can show them your license, it just expired. This was like the beginning of July, so it was towards he said his driver license had expired end of June. So this is like the first week in July. And then he said, no, I don't have my license with me. I said, but why would you come without your license? Their license expire. Okay, get out from my car, go home, go bring the license. Man got down from the car. Today is July 20th. I'm still waiting for him. He did not have his license. So the person who recommended him, I called the person. I said, the man does not even have a license. Never came back, never called or even say, oh, boss, today I actually don't have a license. I lied. First of all, they already lied. You already lied, so we're not going to make it because I just went straight up. Oh, and say I get license, whatever. But he lied. So your opportunity did not meet your preparedness either. And just like that. So there was a third person, but I'm not going to go into that. Basically, we need to be prepared? If you're praying for something, if you're chasing after something, you want something, how prepared are you for that opportunity when it falls in your hand? You know, somebody say, "We're looking for computer analyst." Then you know how to put computer on. You know anything about basics of computer. You know, you gotta be able to make yourself be prepared so that when an opportunity comes, you're able to step into it. And the last thought under this is around perseverance, pushing through, not giving up. And I say pushing through because you see Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, how old was she when she became president of Liberia? You see Joseph Newman Boyka, how old was he when he became president of Liberia? These are people who did not decide that their age would be a factor for them not to pursue the things that they were interested in. And so they did not mind their age, they did not mind their current health condition at the time, they did not mind all the negative things that we had to say about either one of them. They pursued because they saw their goal and they kept focused on their goal. How are you staying focused on your goal today? How are you pushing yourself to achieve the things that you woke up and said, "This is what I want to do"? Are you sitting down? The two old people, they never sat down and waited for it to just fall in their lap. As old as they are, they were all in the mud, passing around, going to tell people, "Please vote for me," trying to make sure as many people as possible got to know about them, got to meet them. You, with your young body, your able body, and you are sitting down and you don't want to push, and you are thinking that it's just going to fall in their lap and to work. It's not going to work like that. So today, let your opportunity meet you, prepare to achieve what you want to achieve, and don't give up. Don't let the small talking, small this, small that take you away from your goal, because no matter how old you are, you can achieve something. So that's my little chat for today. Stay motivated, stay on track, prepare yourself as you are looking for your opportunity, so when it comes, you can say, "Hey, I missed that one there." And when I miss you, have a good day. Chat with Auntie Edie.